Alrighty, what's good, guys? Another location change from us. I've now arrived in Hawaii. This is the last stop. Um, and for the people wondering, this honestly, I mean, it's never ideal to be traveling like this, but it was my girlfriend's Christmas gift. So, anyways, let's get right into this. So, again, this was the NASDAQ trade from yesterday. That I never ended up taking, that I kind of mapped out and showed that could have potentially been a trade, but I didn't end up taking. And this was the ES trade that I ended up taking. If it'll load. And as you can see, take profit 1 fully got hit, and yeah, played out exactly how we expected. And we saw resistance here, and boom. I mean, come on, bro. We were firing this entire week, killed it with the trades this week. And I'm well. Bro, so do y'all OG people remember? I remember when I was in Hawaii last time, and I was literally up at like 3:30 a.m. Because market opens, I believe. Dude, I want to say here. Wait, we can literally just count back in time. Oh wait, shit. Damn, no, we can't. Fuck. Ugh. Whatever. But, anyways. Y'all remember last time I was in Hawaii, I was literally waking up at like 3:30 a.m. to trade market open. And that sucked, but also was pretty cool at the same time because I was trading when it was pitch black out, and then, the sun rose and whatever, and we were like twerking and shit and hit and take profits. It was super lit. But anyways, today I just kind of wanted to go over a trade recap on this, even though we kind of covered it a little bit. Yesterday, and then also we'll do just like a full market recap going over a weekly sentiment, because I feel like you guys have been really loving these trade recap videos, and I didn't realize that these were like such a huge main focus for you guys. So I'm going to keep making these. I'm planning on making a trading transformation either today or tomorrow, talking about imbalances getting disrespected, and how that can be used as some sort of confluence or a reason for you not to take a trade. So expect that coming soon. And again, with the trading transformation, like, I'm at the point where like I feel like I put a lot of value out there, similar with the boot camp. Like, I mean, the trading transformation is pretty similar to the boot camp, but as random things like that come across me, then it's like, bet I'll make a video on that. Fuck it, I'll make a video on it right after this. But anyways, this was the trade. So we had FOMC pre-market, and usually I don't trade FOMC. However, I saw this as a pretty good opportunity. So on the 4-hour, we were bullish. On the hourly, we were bullish as well. And the reason why I said it looked like a good opportunity is because we had this as the FOMC candle, and then we came down and filled the imbalance of the FOMC candle pretty significantly. I didn't even measure out equilibrium, but we'll see if it hit equilibrium on the hourly. I'm pretty sure it did. Yup, it pushed into equilibrium. And then from there, we were able to scale into the 5-minute. Again, like I said yesterday, we broke structure here, but then ended up making a lower low. So then I waited for a higher break of structure. We got it with this candle right here. We dipped down into equilibrium, and then we closed back above equilibrium right here. Entry right here, stops underneath the equilibrium invalidation point, and then my full take profit was based off of these highs. And again, I explained that right over here because we can see that this was a super strong draw on liquidity, and this wick all the way up here, it's probably not, I mean, yes, it is liquidity, but this was a super strong draw on liquidity. Odds are price is going to draw up to the same area and get a significant price reaction. And what happened? Price drew up into this area, got a decent price reaction to the downside, and now we're drawing back up here. So, boom, that was a trade from yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and just clear up all of my charts now, and then we can go over our weekly bias going into next week. So, a lot of people are bear posting about the S&P. I'm not necessarily on that standpoint. We are within this weekly fair value gap, and we're still bullish on the monthly. So this next week will be pretty huge in terms of what we expect to see from these indexes over the next month, because we just started this new month of May. So right now we're filling in this weekly fair value gap. If we can, again, this is where that invalidation of fair value gaps can come into play. If we can close above this fair value gap and just completely invalidate it, bet I'm bull posting. We're going to go take out all-time highs and keep going higher. If we end up respecting this, then like again, we on the monthly, we filled in this imbalance right here. I don't really see much of a reason for the monthly to go significantly lower unless it wants to come all the way down into this like quarterly order block right here, or not even quarterly order block, just quarterly leg down. But again, I don't really see that happening. I really think that we're going to invalidate this imbalance and then just push higher. So that's what I see happening off this. And honestly, like, best case scenario is we semi-respect this, have like a doji candle of next week, and then boom, blow out of it. And if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that we're already showing really strong bullish confirmation out of here. Right, we get the breakup structure, the upside, the leg down, equilibrium, pushing back up, continuing bullish structure on the daily. We are coming into this area though. This is a super strong selling point. We'll see if price can push past it, and if it doesn't, then okay, cool. Maybe we see a slight little drawdown on the weekly and then blow past it. But overall, I'm pretty bullish long term on the S&P and on NASDAQ. Moving on, let's go over the S&P on the weekly time frame. Similar situation, except we don't necessarily have a huge imbalance. It's just from this wick to this wick, pretty fucking small, and it looks like we already invalidated that imbalance on the S&P. So I don't necessarily see much of a reason for us to even be like bear posting on this right now. Again, similar situation. We break out of this bearish structure on the daily. We're continuing higher. Again, pretty strong selling point all through like this area. But again, if we can close really past like these lows on the weekly, I think we're sitting pretty. Again, if we go into the monthly, I really see no reason for the S&P to feel the need to go any lower. We kind of already had the retest of this quarterly high get made with this candlestick right here. You'll be able to see it on the weekly. We see some resistance at it, push back down into the range, boom, blow out of the range. And on the monthly, we filled in this imbalance perfectly, filled it like to the very tick at the bottom. I don't really see much of a reason for us to go any lower. We are coming into this weekly breaker. So again, like we said, this price point right here has a lot of bearish confluence. But again, if we're able to close above there, I think that overall I'm pretty bullish on this. And then lastly, I'll go ahead and talk about Bitcoin. I was super scared, but now I'm bullish as fuck. So originally, I mean, not super scared. You guys know what I mean, but like, you know, eyes out for the chart. So originally, Bitcoin came down and swept out these weekly lows. We swept these lows once already 2 weeks ago, and then boom, one more time this week. And I honestly think that this week is the candle that triggers the next leg up into around 80 to 87K. I honestly think we'll hit 87K pretty cleanly, just based off of previous price action and the legs up. If you are not accumulating altcoins right now, I think you're in a huge disadvantage. And the reason for that is I think we are going to get a massive leg up really soon. And altcoins, if we go to the total three, that was total three. If we go to the total three chart, we never broke weekly structure to the downside. We're within this super accumulation area. On the monthly, we got a bearish month on the total three altcoin chart. Significant altcoins are down like 50 to 60 to 70%. Now is the time to be accumulating. I honestly think we see around like 2 trillion, that's the number that I marked out for total 3 for this time around. I honestly think we see 2 trillion on this, and as you can see, there's a long way to go until then, around 200%, and that's in total altcoin market cap. So I mean, I'm super excited. To me, this right here looks like this to me, if not like maybe right within here. So I really do think that we have several more months of bullishness on Bitcoin and altcoins until we end up going back into a bear cycle. I definitely think 87K is going to get hit. 100K is still up in the air for me. A lot of people are calling for 100K, but look, man, I'm just realistic with my shit, and last bull run, everyone was calling for 100K, and we fell super short of that. This year, everybody again is calling for 100K. I don't know. I don't want to be a part of the pack that gets wiped out. So I'm going to sit here and focus on 87K for the time being and let price action develop. But Bitcoin, the chart is super healthy. I've been saying this, like, every single time I do an update, it's like, holy shit, I'm super fucking scared. But that's because altcoins have been tanking. Bitcoin, it's still a healthy chart. We haven't broken weekly structure. And if you guys want to look into, like, how I read, like, crypto on, like, high time frames, just rewatch that video of, like, I think it's called How to Invest Correctly Using Price Action. I made it a long time ago when I was in Aruba, and these weekly lows are really the ones that I'm looking for a break of structure after we hit all-time highs, and we've hit all-time highs. That's why I was kind of freaking out when we were hovering underneath here with like 2 days left until the weekly candle closes, and then boom, we see that this is a pretty fucking obvious liquidity sweep. I think we're going to break daily structure. I think we're going to immediately rip out of this. This looks like Wyckoff's method right now, and I think we're going to push all the way up to 87K. So with that being said, accumulate your altcoins. Again, not financial advice. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I will personally be accumulating a shit ton of altcoins. I already have been stacking crazy bags during these dips. Literally all the money that I make from trading, all the money that I make from like the prop firm, even though I haven't paid myself out from the prop firm in like 4 months. And like Palaview, literally everything that I do, the fucking Mastermind 3.0 is live, by the way. So if you guys want to join that, there's a link in the description where I teach you guys literally all about strategy, psychology, risk management. It's personal. You guys can ask me questions live. Literally 20 plus hours of education. I'm pretty sure last time around we did like 25 hours worth of live education. And that doesn't even include like the extra Zoom calls. That just includes like the required Zoom calls that consist of like all the classes. We do probably like 10 plus extra Zoom calls on top of that. So lots of value being put in there, along with you guys being able to join the Discord and getting a free 100K funded account challenge. So consider that if you want to amplify your trading game. But boom, there we go. Weekly recap, said and done. Crypto is looking awesome. ES and NQ, I honestly see us being bullish going into this next week, potentially like a doji candle hovering around that bearish area. Maybe we get a quick little sell-off, and then moving in like after Wednesday we get a bullish push. We'll see what happens, but anyways, I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.